So here we are, the capital, which seems to have lost all of its name. I have no idea what's going on with that. The mod is having a little bit of a moment. We can go and sort of do the big dump of loyalty. I'm just checking all of these. Oh no, technically only 2 of these things are of the capital. Okay, so we're not going to be able to defeat the entire capital this turn, but definitely, actually we might be able to if one of them fails, so let's just keep an eye on this. So ancient card, no, that open axe, that's fine. Let's do this one. That Legends of Rock leveled up. You know, weirdly enough, I'm actually going to get a lot of tourism from doing this. Blind Prophets, okay, unit lost, there we go. So that is the first one. Oh no, this guy needs to level up still. Nah, damn. Should have waited a turn. Never mind. Here we go. The second turn of Culture Bomb. We can just go bomb. So there's that city gone. That's 0 now. That's good. We've got this one. This is at -54. Oh, we can get that down easily. Right, there we go. We'll move you to here. Lovely. And then Holy Site. Oh, you see, I lost 2 units. That's a little bit of a problem, but we'll leave the last rock band there. We're producing loads of faith at the moment, like 800 faith per turn, so I can get a rock band every turn, but still, it's amazing how much you need. And before you get agitated, yes, I know why you're all here, you want to see the railroad. Look, it's actually getting pretty good. I've connected pretty much all of France up now. I've still got a couple like Geneva and through to Nice. I'm still building the route, but the route now goes all the way through to Germany. I've got a load more military engineers coming, because literally between turns, this is all I want to do, is just spend time building railroads, because I am just sad. That's the only way I could describe it. I'm just very, very sad. Woohoo! I'm always very happy when it works. So as I keep that city in my empire, get myself the lovely golden age stuff that I need. In fact, actually 7 turns. It's just important I stay in a golden age. I think that's the most important step I can make here. Like, that city's gonna go down pretty quickly. This one. Okay, it's all fine. Is there a theatre square in Spain? Are they giving me one? They have not. Never mind, that's fine, because oh, actually, look at that, I can build one. I can build another theatre square. I love it when you can just sort of stack them like that. Very, very good fun. How many of Germany's cities can I get in one turn? This is the challenge now. Look, you can see this is in one turn. These cities, however, 2 turns, 2 turns. There's 1 turn, 1 turn, 9 turns. So, my question is, how many of those cities can I get in one turn if I really try? So first of all, these 2 cities, I think I could easily swing those if I could get a band in those areas, but unfortunately they don't even have anything I can burn. What about this city though? This city does. So I can bomb this city, which would be really good. Okay, that unit's lost as well. That's quite interesting. -5. So technically I need a second one to bomb into here, but I can do it. Cold squirrels go in. Aging rockers, okay, fine. So there we go, that city will be lost. So I'll get 3 cities here. 4 German cities in one turn. That's not too bad actually. In addition, this Polish city will fall, unless I can do 2 more dumps into that Polish city as well. Dumps. And then that should mean that it's mine on top of that. So there's the thirst. Loud carrots. Oh, unit lost. Even better. I can just bring you in now. Ancient card. Unit lost. Oh, I'm losing a lot of these rockers, but there we go. There's 2 more turns that are going to be, or 2 more cities that will be lost next turn. Awesome. Yep. That was, let's call it a triumphant turn. Oh my god, that was effective. Oh, and look, another 2. 8 cities this turn. 8 of them. We've got Trent. Lovely. We've got one of this. Which city was that? Actually, I've got no idea which city that was. Where was that? I mean, it just gets to the point where I get so many that I can't even work out where they are. Oh, it was one of these northern cities. I think it's the one that just turned into Copenhagen. Okay, that's fine. Austria, Vienna, which is now Trent. Good. Ratsbon, I think that was one of the German cities up there. Copenhagen. Yes, lovely. Warsaw. Lovely. That city. We've got Toulouse. All in one turn. So, yeah, my French Empire is now sort of turning into a German Greater Reich because I pulled through Poland. And already I'm starting to make a dent into the remaining Polish territories. You know what this means though? I think this means I don't have enough great arts, great works. Let's just see if we can fish for some more. You see, look, I knew there was some more around. First of all, in any deal, you've got to work out how much diplomatic favour you've got, and then you've got to trade it with Sweden because they'll give you 205 gold per turn. This is a fair exchange. Yes, it is. My god, they don't even care anymore. 200 gold for 2. Thank you. You have my gratitude as well. Oh, Hungary. Oh, you shouldn't have. You really, really shouldn't have. That's 6 of them here. How much do you want? Like 500? This is all I saved my gold up for. And it's actually quite good. 1,600 gold. You know what? A generous offer indeed. Wonderful. I don't know why I don't actually need to buy any off Poland because quite frankly, well, I'm stealing them all, aren't I? Previously recruited. Let's just have a look and see who's been getting the last few things of the game. So Hungary got a few. Oh, Scythia got one. Great musician. Great artist. Okay, the Ottomans and Scythia might be the two that have got some. Yeah, just like random sculpture. Cool. I mean, why have you got those? You don't need those, you just need horses. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, wow. Oh, the Ottomans have got a ton. Nice. Well, what do they need? Oh, they need everything. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Right, let's just get them a deal. See, that is an assortment of all of the resources they are missing, plus all my gold. Let's see how much we can get for that. This is the way I like doing it sometimes. So, sunflower, yes. Okay, let's take the portrait, and a book, and a book, and a kiss, and another painting. I cannot accept this deal. Okay, so 7 things for that level of money. Well, again, we can just increase the deal even further. So there's some furs, which I might have already traded them some fur. Let's just give them a bit more uranium. Why not? A bit more aluminium. Let's give them open borders. How about I give them like 10 gold per turn? Yeah, you know what? We can keep going like this. So what did they take? Agatha, so Ulysses, give them some more gold per turn, yes. And then this one, bit more gold per turn, bit more gold per turn, lovely. Blah, 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 blah. And then this one, final bit of gold per turn, 50 gold per turn. Look at that, I've taken all of their things. Oh no, they've got a few more. 1, 2, 3. Bump, 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 bump. This is just like one of my deals. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. Oh yes, so there we go. I pretty much have every great thing in the book. Look, I've got 2,000 gold per turn coming in. It really doesn't matter. And look, here is all my stuff. I am just going to go through all of my states quickly and just continue the naming scheme so I can see which ones are useless for me. God, like 10 turns ago, these cities were like on the front line, but now they're all like out of range of everything. That's mad. So yeah, being very conservative, I've just obsoleted about 6 more cities. So we'll just have a look at this here. You can see, look, I've got a couple now. Pieces of art in cities that just are not needed. So let's just get these over to the front line. Actually, these cathedrals are quite handy as well. There's an extra slots effectively for stuff. Yep, they all look good. Got 149 great works, by the way. It's a couple, isn't it? Okay, and the music doesn't need to be pushed around at all, and the artifacts obviously don't count. Okay, let's check back in with the loyalty and see what the next targets are. Obviously, these 2 German cities are going to fall next term. We've also got 2 Swedish cities now, which are beginning to fall. These are already mine. Vilno. Okay, so there's 2 more Polish cities are going to fall. That Hungarian city's in the process of falling over, as are these ones on the border here. In fact, that one's doing pretty weak. Oh my goodness. This is brilliant. Okay, Bologna is now on 0. I can't keep up with this. I literally can't keep up with it. It is too much of a whirlwind. Oh, Soria though, that's a tough old nut. I'll have to go after that one. Germany bites the dust. You know, they were a level 3 ally. That's the mad thing. They actually were fairly important. There's one city. There's the other. I've got another city, Zamok. Oh, I took a Polish city as well. Only 3 cities that turn. It's practically nothing. In the interests of really pushing this cultural victory now, I think just for fun, I'm going to change my policies around a little bit just to see what we can do. I no longer need 5-year plan. That thing is just not giving me anything. Economic union is an important one. Market economy. Yeah, I mean, all of this extra gold, but again, I don't need the extra gold in huge amounts at the moment, purely because I've just got so much. We will keep the rock bands, however, and the democratic legacy just for the spaceship parts. We'll see how that gets along. But heritage tourism from art and artifacts plus 100%, that's pretty damn good. 50% tourism to civilizations I've got a trade route to, again, pretty damn good. Satellite broadcast, 200% tourism from great works of music. So, I think all those bits and pieces added together will give us a lot of tourism. We'll see how that goes. I'm also just going to quickly get open borders with everybody, just to let it all seep in. Have you ever seen my trade screen? Look at this. It just goes down, and down, and down, and down, and down, and... Have you ever seen a madder game than this? I've never played an Eleanor game on this scale. It's mad. The Eureka from all technologies in the information era? Brilliant. Guidance, lasers, nuclear fusion. Oh, not the future era. Oh, I thought it was better than that. Never mind. We've unlocked the map because I have finally got a satellite. Look at all this stuff. Oh, the Earth satellite has been launched. I mean, I'm getting all the era score in a totally unnecessary time, but let's check in and see how everybody's doing, shall we? Spain, I mean, they look pretty consolidated, but at least they have settled a little bit of North Africa. Not much of it. And I don't know what's going on here. Are they actually killing Fez? That's a little bit unfortunate because I was just about to take those guys over. So they can, you know, leave them alone. Oh no, it's Rome. Rome the one's taking it over. Alright. Fine. Well, we'll have a word with them about that. Rome have got a lot of North African colonies. As does Egypt. Well, it's not really a colony for Egypt, is it? They're doing okay. Spreading across the Nile. The Nile always doesn't, you know, render in properly, but it's there. Carthage seem to have done well. Again, they always survive Cimmeria, which makes me, well, I actually find that quite surprising. And Cimmeria themselves are doing very well, actually. They always find themselves sort of heading upwards towards Georgia, heading up in that direction. You've got, who's this here? Georgia. Actually, Georgia's doing pretty well. They've got a lot of space for themselves. Turkey, again, the Ottomans, this is as close to the Turkish sort of settlement as I've ever seen them have. They're doing pretty well on that one. Alexander won the Battle of the Greeks but never took Sparta, or Athens, which is a little bit annoying. Hungary did have an amazing empire until I started chipping away at it. Yeah, sorry about that. Poland, again, shoved between them and Russia. They've done okay, but again, I'm starting to steal all their cities, which I'm a little bit sorry about. Sorry for that. Russia's cities are very weirdly spaced, and actually it's going to be difficult trying to steal any of their cities because of the weird spacing they've got on, but maybe, we'll see. The turns are very slow at the moment. Very, very slow. We'll see how long I can last before I just absolutely rage quit. Sweden's doing okay. Norway's doing okay. Everyone's doing fine. You know, nobody's having a spectacular game. Rome probably is having the most competent game I've seen them play, although they're not obviously suffering now, and Spain as well, probably the most competent I've seen them play before now. So, I mean, interesting. Anyway, moon landing now. My capital is really kicking into gear, and we've got traders coming through the roof now because I've got all this gold to spare. And all of these excess trader capacity that comes pretty much just purely because I'm taking all the cities. It's quite handy, actually. I keep checking in, but nobody's done nanotechnology yet, which is a good thing. So nobody's about to come and run away with a win. I think, yeah, so far this game is going pretty well. I've got a couple of rock bands just in Budapest now, just ready to swing this one over when they're ready to, you know, the rest of the cities are about to drop anyway. That's quite fun. These rock bands are just hanging around inside Spanish territory as well. I might just sort of bring you back a little bit. I don't know why you haven't leveled up. Why are you not leveled up yet? Okay, so yeah, there's not many places to actually do anything in Spain. I'm not impressed. Lasers. I've got Future Civic like 500 times by now, and my diplomatic favour's through the roof as well. Look at all these routes. Oh, I'm just, at the moment, I'm sort of torn between whether I'm going for a science victory or a tourism victory. It's sort of 50-50. I've got lots of routes with Spain, but really, it's the routes for everybody else I need right now. So let's just spice it up a bit. Make sure we've got a route with absolutely everyone. Oh, I don't actually have the availability to trade that many routes with that many people, which is a little bit of a shame. So tell you what, these routes I'm just going to use in my highest production routes that I can possibly get, which are probably all going to be with Spain or Hungary. Yeah, look, they're all going to be with Spain. And then afterwards we'll go for a few that actually help me get the tourism victory. Because right now at the moment, this extra production, it's pretty damn good. Have you seen how slow the game is running at the moment? I don't know what is going on with it. Like, we've played this map before, but for whatever reason, this particular style of play, using Eleanor and sort of grabbing cities and using loyalty, it just seems to demand a lot from the processor of the computer. Got no idea why. There you go, 200 production. Anyway, that's pretty good. One more city over here, which is pretty good. I think I got another couple of Hungarian cities. Yep, I did indeed. And then St. Pollen. Which one's St. Pollen? Can I see that anyway? Oh, here. Yes, I've got loads more Hungarian cities. Oh, wonderful. Right, well in that case, let's just take another look at this. Okay, so these cities, Budapest is still holding out, strangely enough, but these are not anymore. Okay, I'm going to have to use the bands to come in and just jig this one across. Oh, it's when the city you've just taken has like capability to have a broadcast centre in it, you sort of look at it and go, oh yeah. What about this city? Have you got a theatre squad? No, population of 10 though. That's all you need. Nice. Right, here we go. Budapest. Time for you to join my lovely little empire. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm getting tons and tons of tourism on top of that, which is pretty cool. You come to that. Oh, come on. Why are you not doing that? Oh, you were supposed to be able to reach. You've done something stupid with the movement, haven't you? Oh, I hate when it does that. That is the most frustrating thing. Never mind. Don't you think that Philip just has the best smile when he's your friend? It's just so rare that you see it because he's never your friend. Because he's always trying to kill you with his inquisitors. He's actually a very nasty person. The thing about these huge population cities is that actually converting them to my religion, it's very difficult, but slowly people are learning about the fact that Scotland needs to be screwed over. I mean, these people don't quite know. The difficulty is actually trying to remind them who Scotland even was. That's the problem. At the moment, historians are 50-50 divided as to whether or not Scotland existed in the first place, which is always a challenging concept or basis to found a religion on, but, you know, we're getting there. Mystics from around the world are just sort of like talking to each other, thinking like, you know, who is Scotland? We don't know. It's very difficult to say why or how Scotland is a thing. All we know is that they need to be screwed over. It's a very interesting philosophical conversation to have. Right, we can definitely flip loads of cities over in one go this time round. Okay, right, actually, hang on. Let's go and just give this one a little nudge. Oh look, the Eiffel Tower. Oh, fair enough, actually. Let's do this. Where's the Wonders one? There's definitely a Wonders one. Album cover art. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'll give you Glam Rock. Why not? But, oh, a new Lizard. Oh, I'm not allowed to play multiple times, but you know what? I'm going to play anyway. Let's do it. Creative differences. Oh, damn it. I should have known that was a bad idea, but anyway, that will be mine next turn anyway. Another one bites the dust. At what point are you guys satisfied, by the way? I never know, because, I mean, this playthrough is quite clearly reasonably successful. So, is it genuinely, like, do you guys enjoy seeing, like, everything falling in one go? Like, here we go, another 2 cities falling here, and the map's beginning to increasingly look like I've just sort of taken over everything. Is that what you like to see? Or do you even get to the point where you're kind of like, yeah, it's quite clear he's won, you can stop right now? I never know. So I'm just going to like push and see if I can get the victory screen, but I never know how far to go. It's not surprising that city-state emergencies fail when you don't actually invite anyone to the emergency. I mean, what if I wanted to join that emergency? Ugh, so rude. I never get invited to these things anymore. I'm just like, because I'm like the big lord overlord of the world, everyone's like, oh, we can't invite them to the party, they own everything, and I'm like, I want to have fun too. Invite me, please. And it's all very embarrassing. Oh well. Whilst I ramble, you may notice that we're continuing just to move all of my great works along. I mean, there is a lot of space for these new great works just in the new cities I've picked up. This naming scheme is very handy when you do it, and although there is a disappointingly small amount of great works in the game, I've already reached that point where it's like, yeah, I really wish there were more. Never mind. Oh god, there's even more over here. Oh, there's so many places to stick all this stuff. I love it. We are going to accelerate through this last stage of the game. If the computer actually renders the last stage of the game has, well, I don't think I've ever seen it this slow. It's absolutely terrible. Like, it is just ground to a halt. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. So we've got you to come along, perform the rock concert, Rising Stars, that's good. We've got this one to come along, cool spiders to just follow it up. Oh, unit lost? Rubbish. But it doesn't matter because, there we go, yeah, loyalty down to 3 now, that's pretty cool. So the next time, this city's the next one. Actually, we probably need a couple more rock bands to just sort of encourage Hungary to fall over, put it that way. It's the moon landing. It's gone, which means we get a huge boost of, well, whatever we were researching, which I think we'd already researched everything. Pressburg, only a single city this time, but my god, that's a good old city, this one. Check it out. Oh, it needs a broadcast centre, but it's got space for another load of stuff, which means that Hungary just continues to fall apart, really. I mean, look at that, minus 27, minus 8, minus 4, minus 19. Even Dubrovnik is now starting to fall apart. It's quickly being amalgamated into my empire, this Hungarian empire. Empire? Empire. Words, right, come on. We're in a golden age though, and interestingly Spain and Hungary and Poland are all in dark ages. Oh dear. That's sad for you, isn't it? Wish you were here, extra tourism from World Wonders. I mean, that's fine, but I'd rather have Giant Death Robot because, you know, Giant Death Robot. And now my cities are all indestructible, just in case someone was deciding to try and attack me. It's now indestructible. That's good. Let's just see if we can persuade this one over the line as well. That's an opening act, that's got to be a good thing. And Rising Stars, great. So this city now has 20 loyalty. Oh, that's good. Oh wow, every single one of Poland's cities apart from this one is now losing loyalty at a very rapid pace. Oh dear. It is not a good day to be Poland. So rebellion in 12 times. A lot of these they're just not going quick enough for me. So let's just inundate them with music bands, I think. Legends of Rock, 9,000 tourism. Oh, don't mind if I do. It's another one. It's a Spanish city. Oh. So, actually, you know what? Spain is not offering as much resistance anymore, and I think it's purely because, well, now they're in a dark age, the loyalty pressure they've got is just nowhere near enough to try and keep me out. Goodness. That's going to go next turn. Actually, this city will probably end up going next turn, so let's just, should we just give it a little encouragement? Oh no! Spain have closed their borders to me. It's like they learned. Oh, well, you know what? That's fine. Let's just take them somewhere else. To Rome we go. Alright, we should be able to force flip a few of these cities in one turn. If I do this one, Hot Fire. Headline is very good. This city's the next one. We need 2 charges into this one. So let's go for one over here, the Nuclear Turtle. Aging Rockers, perfect. Actually, that works really well because then Pale Revolution can come in. There we go. And does the second charge. Okay, that will flip next turn. And then this one is the last city. I must have one more rock band. The problem is they die very quickly. Like, very, very quickly. But I think I should have one. I mean, this one's still around. Can you get back quickly enough? Might be able to. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, 2 this turn. That's fine. I think this is the last great person. I get the last musician. Yeah, everyone's learnt by 1918. The end of the war. Ah, we have our first Swedish city. Very exciting. Has this got a theatre square for me? Probably doesn't, does it? No, I don't think it does. It does have a Ferris wheel that was attached to an island, but now seems to have been sunk. But that's okay. I've got Zernagin. Okay, this is a Hungarian city of quite powerful, actually. That one has a theatre square, which I can fill up. Tarragona. Oh, that's a Spanish city over here. Again, this one has a theatre square, which I believe can be filled up as well. In fact, actually, probably is already full. Full? Yes, that one's already full. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay, right, fine. Well, we're doing... this is just... It just keeps going. It's like a sort of weird, like, cycle. I mean, you can see, look, already I'm starting to now get into here. This Swedish city is about to fall. Every single Polish city is, like, 5 turns away from falling. Every Hungarian city is now, like, within about 5 turns of falling as well. That one's 1 turn, 3 turns. And, you know, I can just poke a lot of them over the edge if I need to, but I don't really need to. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. This game has been really, really good fun. The problem I've got at the moment is that for whatever reason it has slowed to a crawl, and I think it's just purely because of the amount of cities I've got. If you have a look at like all of this is just an insanely large game. So I'm going to call it here. I really feel annoyed that I'm going to call it here again, because getting the victory screen is obviously a good thing, but I'm clearly going to win, right? There's no issue with that. My stats are absolutely ridiculous. Nobody has got into Mars yet, and I'm the only one doing it. So I've already accelerated through the science game. My score is 3 times the size of another person. It would be really, really cool to play this game a little further, and I probably will do this off camera when I've got a bit more time and I can just sort of play the game forward a little bit. But whilst I'm filming, it's just not a very efficient use of my time. If you guys want to see other videos, I mean, it's up to you. Leave that note in the comments. Would you rather see me put a video up every day, or I could give it 5 days without putting a video up and then show you what happens to this game? It's just that it takes a lot of time. It really is like about 15 minutes, 20 minutes per turn at the moment, and it's just slow. Really, really, really slow. I mean, it's good fun, and I will come back to like a game like this again. Every time we play as England, it makes me smile. Especially Eleanor. I like England anyway because the extra coal, the extra iron, the extra great people, like the engineer charges, like everything just adds up perfectly. They're a very, very fun civ to play. But I mean, yeah, this game is just like so huge on scale, and I love it. I love this European map. We will play this European map again. It's just that the tourism victory does take a long time to click through, and for whatever reason this game is just really, really slow. It wasn't this bad when I was playing as Russia, because we have already got a tourism victory on this map before. You can see like a lot of these cities, I'm literally just like stacking up random builds just to keep them occupied, so I can try and like shave down my turn times, but it's not even that. That's not even the problem. It's not the turn times themselves. It's actually the rendering time between turns, which is causing the problem. Yeah, it's taking so long between turns. I might run this in my own time just to show you guys what was happening, but it is just like the inevitable crawl forward. I'm just taking city after city after city. Rome has got the Statue of Liberty, so we just have to just throw a couple of what are they called, rock bands at it, but we should be able to do that quite nicely. I've now hit the Alexander border, but then even that I'm now beginning to hit pretty quickly. I'm getting his cities over here as well. Poland just lost another 2 cities to me this turn. It's inevitable. So thank you very much. I hope you're looking forward to the next series. Carthage should be a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more of a difficult and different playthrough. We'll see which way we end up going with that. That's quite cool, actually. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing and liking and commenting and all the kind of usual rubbish I try not to talk about all the time, but it is massively appreciated. I think we've gone... It's like above 650 subscribers last time I checked, which is nuts. Really, 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 really kind of you. Thank you so much. I really do hope that one day, I can do a bit more of this. Do it more as a full-time thing, and if it becomes more and more like sort of successful, I can do things like justify bigger and more powerful computers to render this sort of stuff so that I can play these big maps on like some sort of big supercomputer that's hardwired to some like brain of an AI sentient beast or something weird, I don't know. But that's just, yeah, we can dream, can't we? Hope you guys are all well, look after yourselves, don't go outdoors unless your government allows you to. Yeah, see you in a bit. Bye! It's always good to get another recording session done. I'm sure they'll like it. That's a good series. I think that was a good series. People seem to be watching it. I mean, I didn't finish it. They won't mind. People don't mind if I don't finish series. They understand it's taking ages. Oh, well, they do mind, don't they? They're just going to mention it. They're just going to say, "Oh, Ryan, why didn't you finish it? Do you ever see the victory screen? Do you ever see victory screens, Ryan? Are you sure? I swear you never finished it. Oh, God, I can see it happening now. Oh, dear.
Hi.
Oh, I've got to go and do it, haven't I? I've got to go and do it. Oh, God. Oh, that was strange. I seem to have skipped forward about 3 days in time, and it's a victory screen. Look at this. Hey, you better appreciate the amount of work that went into this. At the end, the turns were taking about 35 minutes to render. I do not even joke, it was more than half an hour. I had my work laptop up on the left doing like actual work, like because I have a job. And while I was doing that remotely, one benefit of COVID, I guess, is that I had this gaming laptop on the right, literally rendering the turns through whilst I was going through. This took about 3 days, but we got the victory screen. Nobody can ever say I don't get the victory screen anymore. Look, it's there. It was a science victory. We eventually ended up getting it. It wasn't actually that competitive in the end. Spain managed to put, I think, the Mars probe up, but they didn't get the exoplanet, shuttle out. We were the ones that got that first. I mean, it was quite clear we were going to win, and I'll show you we'll have a look at the map in a second. You'll see exactly how this game ended up. I mean, the dominoes kept falling. There were a couple of roadblocks, a couple of bits and pieces where, we were just sort of stopped in our tracks a little bit, and I'll show you, but there were some pretty good successes, but you'll see as well. Something really fun. And if I have a look at rankings here, look, it's quite clear that I'd won. Have you ever seen a higher score? 5,661. I challenge you. Send me a screenshot. Send me a picture. I do not believe anyone has got higher than that. I mean, if we have a look at some of these terrible graphs, nothing really of interest here. Didn't really capture any cities apart from Scotland. That wasn't really too exciting, was it? What else have we got? Cities lost. Yeah, I actually lost one. Never realised that. How's that for culture? You think that's enough? No? Yeah? What about science? Actually, weirdly, it wasn't only about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through the game I actually started accelerating. That's when the dominoes really started falling, so... That's actually not as sweeping as I thought it might be. What else should we look at? I mean, these are all so rubbish, aren't they? Districts? Yeah, it gives you a sense of the scale of what I had. Governors. No, that's not what I want. Governor titles, there we go. So look, you can see just how many I had. I actually stopped putting them in because I kept getting the end game civics. Right, you're going to see a load of laser stations. This is what you have to do to win the game on such a huge map, is just send hundreds of these goddamn stations in. So yeah, here's the map. You'll see there are a couple of differences. So Spain were a little bit of a roadblock. I couldn't really get past them. They continued to hold the borders against my rock bands, and they couldn't get in. They were actually quite clever on that. You can see Soraya and Quincia, I don't even know how you say that, was slowly falling, and it would have I would have got there. I think it was about 5-6 turns. I mean, that's going to be about 4 turns until Soraya goes. So, we would have got there eventually, but Spain were actually admirably good against holding back the Court of Love. They genuinely held it. You can see actually there are a couple of theatre squares in there, so once I'd taken the city, I would have been able to sort of use the theatre squares to sort of make Spain fall. So it would have been a bit of an implosion once Spain lost the first couple of cities. Oh god, Lisbon 30 pop over there, that's mad. Look at Rome! Rome was the one. I actually used some rock bands in the sea, sort of in this route, as you can see, down the Adriatic. I said about 3 or 4 of them in one go. I think I hit like the Statue of Liberty, this place, Lighthouse, and then the Colossus all in one go. Flipped Rome. The Statue of Liberty obviously sort of flipped over, and then after that, I think Bologna was the city that sort of first. Yeah, because Placentia, I think, is a little far away. Yeah, so Bologna is the one. But once Rome fell, literally the rest of Rome fell within like 3 turns. I've never seen it. I think the city had like -45, -50 loyalty per turn. It's absolutely mad. It was ridiculous. I can't quite take the south of Italy. That's a little bit like, it's a bit far away. And annoyingly, Rome doesn't actually have any theatre squares if you look. No theatre squares. They're all in the north. So Rome actually were very difficult to take over, even with like bread and circuses in these two cities. That's 40 pop of cities hitting down south, but didn't quite work, unfortunately. But never mind. You can see Macedon is gone. Hungary has gone. The two of them fell. I mean, they just literally hot knife through butter. It was incredible. The Ottomans are resisting admirably. I haven't yet moved all the great works down here because I just couldn't be bothered, and I've just taken a theatre squared like that, do you see, on the south coast. But apart from that, the Ottomans were doing very, very well at resisting me. I probably could have done it because the rock bands were getting in, so I could have just bombed Athens or something, or Istanbul, and just sort of flipped them all like that, but you know, that's fine. Poland is long gone. I didn't actually get to Tamiris. There's this horrible, void city I can't get through. And if you see this Poland-Russian ridge, do you see in the middle here? It's like 8 tiles between all the cities. It's mad. I can't get any pressure on Russia. I would have actually had to have sort of bombed them, but they've got lots of theatre squares. I mean, look, if you see this, there's no pressure whatsoever on that, and I've got great works all on the front. So Russia would have been really, really tough to take. I would have had to have used rock bands and maybe forward settled some cities. Sweden, on the other hand, no. Sweden just disintegrated. I've just taken Stockholm, Oslo. They've all the cities have theatre squares in them, which makes it really, really handy because I can just stick some stuff in, and Norway, look, are all falling as well. So that's all very exciting. That's just falling apart. So you know what? That's a mad game. There's Russia, Gilgamesh, Philip was the closest. He got the Mars, but no exoplanet, and I was travelling 15 light years per turn, so there's no chance anyone was going to catch up with me. I was actually not far off getting a culture victory. Do you see? It was slowly getting there, and I had not optimised that. I didn't have open borders, I didn't have trade routes, I hadn't got any of the policy cards that you'd need to sort of put that through, so maybe I should have focused on that a little bit more. Who knows. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really, really, really good fun. Just show you that it doesn't show you. Oh yeah, 14 points for Dido. They were quite close, but I would have just bombed them if they got too close. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, look, yeah, 4,600 diplomatic favour. Look, this is the thing about climate change. Do you see my share has gone down? We hit that point where we've got so many carbon recapture projects, but I was actually causing negative diplomatic penalty for everybody else because I was actually losing CO2 per turn. Do you see how nobody else has any at the top, and I've got 4,600? So nobody was ever going to win anything. I was clearly going to win that one, but yeah, it's a funny old thing, isn't it? Oh, I really enjoyed that game, but I'm going to go play something that's a bit more sensible now. I mean, look at it, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Nobody's got anything. I'm going to go play a normal game, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Look, 9 capitals captured. Oh, I mean, I just loved it. Actually, yeah, Sparta would have been one. The Ottomans are the only other people to have 2. I'm just having a look at that. There we go. So, yeah, fingers crossed. This game will be good. I really enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Hey, I just spent 3 days doing this just for you. So go subscribe, you nutters, and I'll see you next time. Bye!